29F, am not sure if I can tolerate my boyfriend, 39M, of 4 years political views. I have been struggling for the past couple months, since our new president, with my boyfriend's political views. We met right after the 2020 election, so politics was never really a conversation that ever came up. With the new election that happened end of 2024, it has really made me doubt if he is the one for me or not. My boyfriend is an amazing boyfriend, and he genuinely would be the best husband and father. I see the way he cares for things that I love, my friends, family, dog, and the way he cares for me as well. He is so patient, sweet, thoughtful, and supports me. I constantly dreamt of our future together and I felt that we would be together forever. I know he voted for our current president in the 2020 and 2024 election. His reasoning is purely economical, taxes, policies. He is 100% supportive of women's rights, LGBTQ+ rights, etc., so we are obviously aligned there. He says he has voted blue before blah blah blah, and I understand people can have disagreements about politics, for example economic policies. But I still can't comprehend that he voted the way he did and can also say, oh, but I'm an ally. I am a POC. I have many friends who are POC, gay, belong to marginalized groups. I try to be understanding that everyone was raised different, and as a white man he may not understand the struggles I've gone through to vote the way I vote. It's very difficult for me to process these feelings, because on one hand he is an amazing partner and I know he loves me and would be the best husband, father. On the other hand though, it makes me feel like we are morally not aligned, and our values and what it's important to us may not be aligned. I'm just struggling to understand if this can be something I can get past, and would appreciate any advice. Are opposing political views something that can make or break your relationship? Thank you. Well, to be frank, him voting how he has for economical, tax purposes better mean he's loaded, because otherwise it means he's extremely easy to manipulate and does basically no learning about his beliefs. The moral, humanitarian parts are really up to you how much they matter, but that clearly indicates something about him on its own. He is 100% supportive of women's rights, LGBTQ+ rights, etc. Nah, he's not, otherwise he wouldn't have voted for Trump. Only you can decide if you care if your partner shares your values. For me, it's a deal breaker. And frankly, I wish more women cared more about this. In my opinion, if your partner is racist, sexist, etc., then you aren't an ally. And I simply do not believe that someone can actually be for equality and also vote for that fascist. You can't be 100% supportive of women's rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and then vote for someone because of their policies, when their policies target those individuals. If he voted for Trump, he's not on your side or an ally, sorry to say. The ugly truth is he may also just be lying to you. Once you're married, you may find that his behavior takes a 180. You can also gauge how legitimate his voting reasoning is by asking him how he feels about the current economy. He's not 100% supportive of women's rights or LGBTQ people if he voted against them. People who are 100% supportive follow through at the polling booth. Otherwise, what does it mean? He doesn't call out nasty shit to them in the street? Big whoop. That's the bare minimum. I'm sorry to say you're kidding yourself. Mom is against me F26 divorcing husband M26Z. It's against her religion. I'm 26, F, and been married for 3 years. He is 26, M, we started dating at 17 years old. I have never had another relationship, grew up extremely Christian. So I assumed getting married was the next step. After getting married nothing was the same, he got lazy and never helped clean or cook. He never did his own laundry. We never go on vacations because he hates traveling or gets grumpy. We don't necessarily fight but we don't speak. It's like roommates, all we do is work full-time. I told my mom I would be getting divorced and she said I'm giving up. And maybe I shouldn't nag him about cleaning. She has never even seen his fight, basically blamed me for it. Even my husband agrees on the divorce and says I don't nag him at all. He agrees the love faded and we grew apart but we're still friends. My mom is saying, I told you so, and saying this isn't okay to do so young. Is getting divorced at 26 too young? Being young is when you do it. Mom can go pray. It's your life, not hers. Your mother doesn't get to make that decision. You do. If you're not happy, then don't be in the relationship anymore. Regardless of your age, life is for living, for enjoying. Don't waste it being miserable with some tool who can't even manage the bare minimum of being a partner in the household. Does her approval matter? It's your life, not hers. You don't have to live your life according to a moral code that someone else projects onto you. No, it is not too young. Getting married at 23 is too young. It's better to get divorced when you're young than to stay with someone you're unhappy with for longer than you need to. You always want to get divorced as soon as you know there isn't any future in a relationship. Your mom sounds ridiculous. Never live your life for someone else. It's your life. Live it on your terms as you choose to live it. I can't and won't weigh in on whether you should divorce. Get input from other people? Sure, of course, but make sure it's your decision and then make the best of the path you are then on. My girlfriend, 18F, is into CNC but it disgusts me, 18M. Do I tell her how I feel about it? I, 18M, recently found out that my girlfriend, 18F, is into consensual non-consent. She liked some freaky reel of a girl crawling away in fear from a guy with a caption like, "My kinda princess treatment." I thought she liked it as some kinda joke, but when I brought it up to her she got kinda quiet and a bit defensive. I think she thought I was judging her and I'm NGL. I definitely was. It's clearly a CNC kink thing, but it really weirds me out. I've seen porn that like before when was like 16 and even watching that made me feel so unsettled and like a huge pos. I'm totally good with being a little rough and pinning her down playfully, but the idea of actually pretending to assault her, especially since she's someone I love and care about, feels really gross and downright heavy. I don't want to see her act scared of me or try to escape me, and I hate the idea of role-playing that. I'm already not a huge fan of scripted dirty talk anyway, as it just makes me cringe a little. My ex-girlfriend got really mad at me one time because I laughed after she started moaning my name super fast and loudly out of nowhere. She definitely hasn't pressured me to do this for her or anything. For context, we have been dating for a bit over a month. I've had more experience than her though, as I messed around with my ex and the most she's ever done is made out with a guy. Which is making me wonder how she has these extreme fantasies, as she told me it wasn't trauma related. I'm stuck between feeling like I'm being too harsh for being so judgmental of her and I want to please her, but also I can't help but feel disgusted that she could want me to be this sort of villain and do that to her, even if it is fake. I'm also worrying that this kink is something sinister or just a huge red flag. If this is what she's into, does that mean she would enjoy being actually raped? Do I need to ask her about that? Has anyone else struggled with this? What the fuck do I do? A lot of the CNC kink is enjoying not being in control, but still having the control to end the act at any moment. Some women also do just get off on the idea of their man having their way with them. If you're not comfortable with it, just let her know you don't want to participate in play like that, and if she respects you, it shouldn't be an issue. If she isn't even asking you to do any CNC, then just have this as a secret of hers. She's still the girl you fell in love with. If this is what she's into, does that mean she would enjoy being actually raped? Absolutely not. Playing a kink with a trusted lover is not the same as being assaulted against your will. Consensual non-consent. Consent is what makes it okay and fun. Now, incompatibility is a thing. You obviously do not want to engage in rough pretend rape play. You do not ever have to. You need to talk to her about it. Find out how important this kind of play is to her. If you guys aren't sexually compatible, you need to break it off so you can both find a lover that suits you. You don't have to do anything with your body you're not comfortable with. You say all your girlfriend has done is make out with someone. It sounds like these are fantasies born out of certain media and porn she's consuming, not preferences born out of lived experience. You're both young and have a lot to learn about bodies, sexuality, relationships. You're allowed to start slow. I know years of consuming porn changes your worldview a bit. But you're allowed to just kiss, touch each other, laugh, cry, make mistakes, have fun before you jump straight into emulating extreme kinks you've seen online. But listen to your gut. Listen to your body. If you feel sad, stressed, anxious, or in pain, don't do it. She literally has not asked you to do it. No, be respectful, unless she asks you to do it, and then you just say, "No, sorry, I am not comfortable with that." Damn, you know you're vanilla as fuck when you read the title and think, what's wrong with Command and Conquer? My M30 girlfriend F28 thinks she's too good for me. My 30 girlfriend, 28, of 6 years has always had insecure body issues and has struggled with a bit of weight issues our whole relationship, but I've always loved her for inside, so I never even really noticed until she points it out now how much weight she's lost recently. She looks amazing and great, but she's now losing interest in me due to believing the grass is greener on the other side. I am just so confused. I've always worked out the entire relationship and kept fit, I lift heavy, tried to upkeep my appearance, confident, have a great career, and I just don't know why she thinks she's too good for me. We have a 1-year-old child together, and although the easiest answer is let her find out for herself, I think it's just ridiculous, and I have no idea why she doesn't like me anymore and thinks she's too good for me. Maybe because I am only 5'9"? I have no idea. She tells me we're just growing apart and that she's not in love with me as she used to be. When I ask her can she talk to me about why that is, she just said she has no idea why she feels this way. You haven't said what exactly she is doing to diss you? I had weight loss surgery and people warned me that the biggest side effect was divorce. I was never married, but after hearing so many people's stories it was really disheartening. Devil's advocate, it's been 6 years and you have a child together yet she's still just your girlfriend. Maybe she feels like the relationship isn't progressing like she wants it to. Interesting how you have a 1-year-old child, and an exhausted stay-at-home girlfriend and your only conclusion is she thinks she can do better than you? You mentioned she's losing weight but haven't said she's working out. You said she's stressed from everything on her plate, but haven't said much about the relationship dynamic. There's so many things after having a baby that can affect a relationship, but you made sure to write this post with things she never said just to create an environment of women-hating comments. I mean, the only thing you've listed are looks and money. You sound insecure. I call this the hot girl complex. Girls who were more insecure and then get better confidence, start being noticed or flirted with, it happens a lot. I think you hit it on the head when you said let her find out for herself if the grass really is greener. You don't have to be a placeholder. Why aren't you married if you've been together for 6 years and have a kid? Do you think part of it is that you're 6 years in with a child and there's been no proposal or marriage? Lack of commitment can often be a big factor in someone losing interest. It's commonly said that women take years to leave a relationship, often mourning it and accepting it before it's actually over. There are plenty of couples satisfied with never getting married, so don't take this as judgment. Just genuinely curious if that's a discussion you've had. Unless she's explicitly said that she thinks she's too good for you, I would be careful just assuming that's her issue.